Welcome back to the Tiger Ford Show, where every week, where every weekday, I give you an easy fix that you can use right now to start getting in the best shape of your life today. Plus, we're going to work out together, all in less than 15 minutes. It is Deep Thought Thursday, and if you've ever wondered what it really takes to get in the best shape of your life, then you're in luck because on today's show, we're talking about grit. You may have heard that word before, and today I'm going to go deep on exactly what grit is, what it's not, and how to cultivate grit so that you can achieve almost any goal that you set your mind to. But first, we're going to kick off today's show the same way we kick off every single episode of the Tiger Ford Show with the dancer butt off. This totally counts as your workout. So, are you ready to discover the power of grit and how you can use it to achieve almost any goal that you set your mind to and get your workout on all in less than 15 minutes? Well, good. Let's go get them. Welcome to the Tiger Ford Show. And as always, we're going to kick off today's show with the dancer butt off. This totally counts as your workout. And if you're wondering what this little bit of silliness is, it's an easy way to start building your workout habit. If you're struggling to work out, it's a big ask to go from not working out at all to working out for 20 minutes or 30 minutes or 60 minutes. Anything that's a big, long time is going to feel intimidating, especially if you haven't made that mental shift towards enjoying your workout yet. When you're still, in that mindset that working out isn't the most fun thing that you want to be doing, it can be really tough to get yourself to do it, especially when you're staring down an hour-long workout ahead of you. And so to combat that, what I'm doing is you and I are going to work out together for the length of one song. And by workout, what I mean is we're going to dance our butts off. Are you in? I'll bet you are, because you probably wouldn't be watching this right now if you weren't. So, today's track comes to us from today's track is a little bit something different than what I had planned, because I found this track and I loved it so much. I just couldn't wait to share it with all of you. Today's track comes from a band called Catnip, and this song is so supreme. It has been giving me life all day, and I can't wait to dance to it. So if you're ready, how about you get up, get busy, get down, and move your body, because it is time for the Dance Your Butt Off. This totally counts as your workout. So without further ado, why don't we start that countdown now?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
If you're wondering what you should be doing right now because you're not sure how to dance, that's cool. Don't sweat it. I got you so good. How about you start by getting up out of your chair, or the sofa, or wherever you happen to be sitting. Unless, it's on a plane, then don't get up. Or in a car, don't get up then either. Maybe just move your arms when we get to that part. But if you are seated somewhere where you can stand up, then now is the time to get on your feet and start with this little side-to-side foot shuffle. Very basic dance step. Just stepping one foot into the other. If you want to get fancy with it, you can go behind the foot. Just find the beat with your feet. Once you got that beat down, feel the bounce there. Bounce with it. Why not? And then once you got the bounce going on, Then it's time to start throwing your arms in. So throw your arms in whenever you're ready. And I just like to bring them up one at a time. In the beginning, I always start my dancing with very small little movements because I know that when the beat really starts to kick in, I am going to get a little jiggy with it. But you have to choose your moments because if you start full tilt boogie, then it leaves you with nowhere to go. And you might even get exhausted before the song's over. And so you want to start nice side to side shuffle, little arm movement. And then when you're ready, start, get into it. Do whatever feels good to you. There is no wrong way to do this. And if you're just tuning in just now, and you're wondering what is going on with this goofball on my screen, don't worry about it. Keep scrolling. No, I'm just kidding. This is the dance your butt off. This totally counts as your workout. And the idea is to give you an easy win when it comes to building your workout habit. Working out can be tough. Getting yourself to do it consistently is really, really tough. And so what we've been doing is we've been getting together every single day and playing a dope jam and just dancing together for our workout. Because this isn't about pushing as hard as you can in the gym. This isn't about leaving it all on the field. Quite the contrary. This is about doing the least amount possible to get a positive result. And right now, the only positive result that we're looking for is consistency. Whew. Well, that was a short one today, but I'm not mad at it. That was the dance your butt off. This totally counts as your workout. And I'm going to take a moment to catch my breath. And I'm also using this title card to hide the fact that I am changing my camera angle. Ha ha! Sneaky. All right. Thank you, Catnip. That was amazing. I really love that track. Today, it is Deep Thought Thursday. And if you've ever tried to change something in your life, I imagine that you found it pretty difficult, maybe even impossible. And that's because making changes is one of the hardest things that we do as humans. Our brains and our bodies hate change. They are constantly fighting back against any changes they run into. And the only way to actually make changes stick is grit. And that's exactly what we're unpacking today on Deep Thought Thursday. But grit, it's really never really spoken of. You don't hear that word thrown around a lot, which I think is very unfortunate. And when people do use it, they often aren't using it correctly or they don't understand grit fully, which is why I wanted to talk about it with you today, because grit is such a vital component to achievement. Merriam-Webster defines grit as unyielding courage in the face of hardship or danger. But their definition, I believe, is incomplete because one of the necessary components of grit is passion. That's right. It is nearly impossible to stick to something unless you are passionate about. Not to mention, you are not supposed to stick with stuff that you aren't passionate about. You're not supposed to just keep trying to stick to something that isn't something you're really into just because. I mean, unless you're working on your grit muscle, but even then, why not work? Why not lean into something that you're actually passionate about? Grit is just too hard to muster for anything that you're not passionate about. And to truly employ the power of grit, you must be passionate about what you're trying to accomplish. Because any changes that you are trying to make or anything that you're trying to achieve is going to run up against resistance. It just is. That resistance might be intrinsic, that's internal resistance where your own mind is working against you. It may be extrinsic, resistance, and that's where the world is kind of throwing up obstacles against you. And I've experienced this, and I imagine that if you've been kicking around this planet long enough, you may have experienced this too. But whenever you try to do something, whenever you make a break for the fences and you're trying to bust out of your box, the universe feels if well, it feels like the universe is trying to stop you. It's trying to stop you. Anytime I try to level up my life, I run into so many obstacles. It's almost like the universe is testing me to see if I'm worthy, I guess, or whether I want it or not enough, or I don't even know what the universe's problem is, but anytime I'm trying to achieve something, it's obstacle city for me. And that just seems to be the way it is. And anyone I talk to, when we're discussing achievement, personal achievement, anything like that, they always up against resistance too. And sometimes the resistance is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It just seems like that's the way life works. Making changes is hard, and that's why they almost never happen. And if you are not passionate about what you're trying to achieve, it will be impossible to muster the grit that you need to actually achieve it. For example, I almost didn't do this show today. I almost didn't do the show yesterday. It has been an extremely busy week at the Fix. We've had a lot going on, and it's a challenge week, so we're running a challenge right now, and there's just so many things happening at the Fix, and I'm just running a little bit ragged. That's ragged tiger this week. I'm just running a little bit under. I'm kind of exhausted. In a good way. I mean, I love my work, so I'm not bummed about putting as much energy into my work as I am because I love it. But it does take energy and it is exhausting. And this week I am a little bit exhausted and I really, 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 really didn't feel like doing the show yesterday and today. But this is my life's work. This is my calling. This is what I do. This is how I give back to the world. I take the struggle out of making changes. And so it just wasn't something I couldn't do because I'm so passionate about it. I had to do the show today. And it took grit to do it. It really did. But the 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 component, the passion component of grit is really where the rubber met the road today when I finally actually was able to muster the what's the word I'm looking for? The energy, maybe, or the drive, the motivation when I was the actually able to muster the ability to put the show together and push the button that broadcasts this thing live onto the internet. When I was finally able to do it, I realized that it was because I am so passionate about this that I was able to do it. It keeps me gritty, the passion for this, for helping, for taking the struggle out of these things. And I know that you're watching this. I know you are. I see the evidence of it. You may not comment on these posts. You may not like them or share them, but that's fine because I know you're watching. I hear the things that I say on my show repeated back to me from the people that are watching this show. And that's my metric. That is better than any like or share that I could ever get. I'm not looking to rank well on social media. What I'm looking to do is to give you something, a fix that you can walk away from this episode with to start making changes, positive changes in your life right now. And when you watch this and you repeat the things back to me that I've said on my show, I know that's exactly what I'm doing. And that is what keeps me coming back. That's what keeps me gritty. And that's what keeps me doing the Tiger Ford show. Speaking of grit, I want to thank you for continuing to watch this because it takes grit to show up for this every single day. And I imagine that if you are showing up for this every single day, it's because somewhere inside of you is a passion to start making some positive changes. And I think that's wonderful. And I'm so glad you're here because this is the place to take the struggle out of making those changes so that you can finally achieve what it is that you want to achieve. So, thank you. All of that to say thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming back over and over and over again because it 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 just it's the closing of the loop. It's it's the completion of my life's work. I put the message out and you pick up the message and that is the circle and I love it. It's so elegant and beautifully simplistic. So, tomorrow we're going to be talking about feedback, although I am going to throw in this little caveat that I may do Fun Friday instead of Feedback Friday, or maybe I'll do both. I don't know. It's my show, so I really can do anything that I want to, and nobody else can tell me what to do because there's no one else here. It's all me. I'm the writer, the director, the producer, I'm the cameraman, I'm the on screen talent. I'm the technical advisor. I'm the guy that puts these little slides together. This is my show. So I'm going to do whatever I want. And tomorrow we're either going to talk about fun or we're going to talk about feedback. But whichever one it is, you're going to walk away from that episode with a tool that you can use to start changing your life right away. So until tomorrow, when we, whoops, totally. Oh, you gotta love live. I totally hit the wrong button and I stopped my stream right before I was about to finish. But you know what? I love those little mistakes when they pop up because this is live. And if this was too perfect, if this was so well produced that you couldn't tell that it was live, then it wouldn't be as much fun. Oh, and speaking of the fact that this is live, I just wanted to let you know that the beauty of a live broadcast is that this isn't just me talking at you. This is a conversation because you can absolutely talk back. You can make comments on whatever platform that you're watching this on, and I'll see them right here. So if you had a question, I could answer it. If you had a concern, I can address it. If you want to learn something, we can unpack it. It's all happening right here live. I'm right here in Los Angeles, broadcasting live right now, in this moment. We're both in this moment together, which means that this is a conversation and not just a broadcast. So when you come and you dance your butt off with me, don't forget to bring your questions, comments, and concerns because we can unpack anything you want to during this show. So until tomorrow, when we're going to talk about fun or feedback or whatever it is, I decide something else that rhymes with that starts with an F, that could be themey because I don't know, I'm just into day themes lately. Anyway, whatever we decide to talk about tomorrow, you're going to get a little fix that you can stick in your back pocket and start using it to start making positive changes to your life right away. So until then,